Alrighty guys, what is going on? Welcome back to the Best Investing Money Management channel on YouTube. In today's video, we are going to be talking about why I bought more Google stock. Now, I hope you guys enjoy it. If you guys get anything in value out of this video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and if you have any questions, concerns, make sure you guys ask them down in the comments, and make sure you guys check out my merch so you can help support the team. So now recently, there's a couple of reasons why I bought Google stock. Now, I've been buying Google stock now for a couple of years. I'm a huge believer in the company, and given that I pretty much work for Google as a YouTuber, it's almost like buying into your company that you believe in, right? I think YouTube in general is not going anywhere, and Google is not going anywhere, right? For a company that brought in $257.6 billion in 2021, I don't think that they are going to slow down anytime soon. Now, looking at this chart, you can see this thing has an absolute beautiful upward trend, right? You can see the stock went from about $1,024 all the way up to some highs here at about $3,030. Given that this is a yearly chart, that is a great return on your investment, right? You're times threeing your money, and you understand that Google did actually very, very well during the lockdowns just because it was more of an online company, and online companies did not get hurt as much. So looking at it, you can see if we actually just draw out some basic support and resistance, it does have some pretty hard resistance right up here at about this $3,000 mark. You can see it's hit it several times, and every single time it just has that tendency to just get sell-off there. Now, support on the other hand, you can see it does have some pretty hard support at about this $2,500 mark. Right in here, you can see it just has that tendency to use it as support. It hit it a little bit in here, curled down, hit it in here, hit it in here. So, not to mention, guys, as you can see, we've had some sell-off from the highs, right? Where the stock went from $3,000 all the way down to $2,600. That's a sell-off of $400. Now, for me, getting a $400 discount on one of my favorite companies is an absolute no-brainer investment. Now, not to mention, guys, if we actually look at some of Google's fundamentals, they're fantastic. The very first thing I think you need to look at is going to be their revenue, right? As you can see, on the last quarter, they brought in about $75.3 billion. That's up about 32%. I definitely think, anytime you are investing into a growth stock, you need great revenue. You need, good numbers like this. Net income is up 35%. The net profit margin right at 27% is very good. I definitely think, guys, for me, Google represents one of the strongest companies out there, especially given that we have the overall rise of AI, the metaverse, and a lot of people always think that the metaverse is not going to happen. But here's the thing. The metaverse is happening. And now, one of the most important things when evaluating a stock is looking at the cash on hand. The cash on hand is very important, given that Google has around $139 billion in cash, and given that they do have some long-term debt at about $14 billion, that is nothing. That is nothing. $14 billion to Google is pocket change for a company that has $139 billion sitting in cash, getting ready to use. The reason why they hold so much cash is, one, if Google ever goes through a tough time, they have way more cash than they need to get through a hard time, to continue to innovate, grow the business, and all that good stuff, okay? So, pretty much one of the main reasons why I bought it was because of the solid earnings, as you can see, great earnings, and Google did announce a 20-to-1 stock split. Now, pretty much what that means is for every share you have, they're now going to be giving you 20 shares. Now, pretty much what they do is it's not going to be the price point of $2,600. They pretty much divide that by 20, and that is going to be the price now of Google. So it doesn't dilute the market cap or increase it. It actually stays the same across the board. But when you evaluate a stock before the stock split, historically stocks tend to go up in value. And I definitely think that we've had that sell off. So yes, it's going to be undervalued. People are going to be wanting to get in on that before that move. And given that it's around July time, that gives a lot of people a lot of opportunity to pick up a couple of shares. Not to mention, too, right now it's at a 36 on the RSI, which is extremely undervalued for a company like Google. So for me, this just represented a solid opportunity to pick up one of my favorite companies out there at a decent price point, not up at these highs here. And guys, I definitely think, the strategy that I do and I would recommend would be dollar cost averaging. Figure out a good, figure out a good amount that you want to invest and just be consistent. Invest $10, $20, $100 a week into this stock. And the beauty of it is historically this thing has gone up, so you'll still be making money. Use the sell-off to your advantage to get your average cost down and, just roll with it, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. We will see you guys later in another episode. Remember to stay happy, guys, stay positive, and stay safe out there. Take care.